done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, catch made by Watson on the out route. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater flushed out right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He'll swing this out to Mostert. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. You're right, man.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Hamler now on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Delta. Squeeze.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays.
And now here is another interception. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, He needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Time to go to work. Let's go!
On first down, Goodson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Rodgers again now. Quick slant to Watson. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give, right side. Goodson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. 31's the mic. Ricky. Motion.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Bridgewater.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously,